Okay, so starting another roof wash this morning. Treatment of the moss. It does not appear that there is going to be much lichen growth. There's a little bit there, a little bit there. There's some spots there, but looks like mostly to be moss. Of course, we got the panels here. We're going to start by getting the panels covered this morning, and we're going to have limitations on what can be treated underneath the panels, of course, but we're going to get everything that's growing around these panels. So we'll get those covered, and then we will start the rinsing and then the treatment. You can see these panels also have quite a bit of stuff growing on top of them. It's one of the downsides of having panels on the south side of your house. So I will be have to later in pulling this stuff off, and then I will rinse down these lines here to get as much of that out of there as possible. So just as a pre-walk, looking at the condition of the roof, looking for anything that I should be concerned about as far as potential leak points. You can see these ridge shingles have seen better days. Looking around the hood vents, just making sure I don't see anything I need to be concerned about as far as the roof leaking when I rinse. Also just kind of paying attention to the condition of the panels. If there's anything that I need to be aware of or something I should bring to the attention of the client, I will do that as well. You see on this side there's a little bit of green under the edges there, some stuff growing in there, but not too bad over here. Our main focus is going to be that north facet and the east face, but I will do some treatment on that edge there as well. So far the roof looks to be in pretty good shape. The worst parts are the ridge cap, and then you can see a lot more granule loss on the south side. That's very common. The south side gets the worst of the weather and of the sun, so you tend to get more granule loss there. And we are not going to be washing or rinsing or treating the front of the house today, but since I'm up here, again, I'm just kind of looking for things to be aware of, looking to see if there's anything I should bring to the attention of the client. And actually there is a little bit of green in this valley that we didn't spot initially, so I'll probably go ahead and add some treatment to that for the sake of the client as well. Alright, well, overall it looks pretty good. Look under those panels, there's a little bit of debris down at the bottom end, but not too much. Typically, on the north side of the roof, I think I said south earlier, on the north side of the roof, obviously you're going to get the most growth there because that's getting the least amount of sunlight, and that's why you're going to get growth even on top of the panels. But typically you don't get a lot of growth directly underneath the panel because it's just not the right environment. So, but you can see over here, you can see pretty well, kind of that first couple of feet, you do tend to get growth. But the further down you get, the less it is. I could tell from the ground level when looking up, there definitely was in the middle some light growth there, but without those panels being taken off and out of the way, there's not too much we can do about that. So, all right. Also, for the last couple years, we've been running the red gun for our roof washing, and this has been a tried and true and one of the favorite tools for sure. Those that have worked with me and got to use it too, everybody loves it. Great gun. But the internet has been talking about these water bosses for quite a while now, so I finally bought one, and today we're going to put it to use and give it a try. We will also be pressure washing just this little square here. I'm not sure that we'll have time to do that today though. Alright, so I've got the panels covered. I'm really only worried about the panels here where I'm treating, where I'm not treating the front of the house. It's not a big deal. There's not wind blowing that's going to take that solution over the top. These ones aren't covered yet, but it's kind of limited on the plastic I had, so I'll treat over here, and then I can move some of the plastic over here. And again, the goal here is just to keep the solution from splashing up onto the glass of the panels. There are layers of UV protection on these panels, and getting the solution on there can burn through that, so we don't want to do that. So get them covered up for that. When I come back and start doing the rinsing, I will leave the panels on, but because of that growth that was in between the seams of the panels, whether we want to or not, we will be rinsing the panels themselves. I will pull the weeds out of there, and then I'll be using the rinse gun to blast the dirt out of there. That's not ideal, but it is what it is. So we'll pull the plastic off obviously when it's time to do that. But